Uncovering the secrets and exposing the lies. That's what readers of freedomsphoenix.com get every day. Readers of freedomsphoenix.com are constantly provided the information that detail the real news between the lines of propaganda about government policies and the true relationship we all have with coercive governments. Learn the true condition of our economy, innovations and technological breakthroughs in energy, health, computer science, and space travel. Learn the truth well before it's admitted to in the lamestream media, the media that is so last century. Corporate media has evolved into nothing more than distributors of government propaganda, but we now have a fantastic alternative. FreedomsPhoenix.com provides constant news updates on the issues that affect our lives in the most important ways. Our liberty and our property are under constant attack, and FreedomsPhoenix.com provides the understanding behind the propaganda while encouraging the participation of our readers. Join us at FreedomsPhoenix.com. That's freedoms with an S, Phoenix.com. FreedomsPhoenix.com, where the revolution between the ears has already matured.
There are those that just want to be left alone, and those that just won't leave them alone. Which one are you? The Ernest Hancock Show.
Welcome back to Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock. Yeah, we just saw the promotional email that we sent out with all the stuff from Porter Stansberry. There's something wrong with the dispatch link, so we're getting that done. We'll resend it real quick or get the links fixed because I wanted you to have this information. If you don't start preparing yourself financially right now, everything that you have denominated in U.S. dollars is going to be worth less to the point that it will be worthless. I don't know, how am I supposed to yell it really loud or do how do I break through? I mean, what am I supposed to do? You know, I've been telling you all this for years. Every time we see silver going up, I tell you, trying to inspire you with, I had stocking stuffers for my kids. We start accumulating whenever we have time and the resources. We find out about, junk silver, which is this silver coins that are 90% silver, U.S. minted coins, 64 and earlier. We find out that now you can get it, well, I don't know what it is today, but in the last couple of weeks, you could get it for only 50 cents over spot, where for rounds, you're paying up to $3 over spot. So I'm making $2.50 right there just buying the junk silver, and it's recognized as what it is. It's 90% silver. So, I mean, I share these things with you. It's at 17. 17, I said, look, man, it's going to go by past 20. It's going to blaze by 20. Boom, goes by. I go, the sky's the limit when it hits 30. I go, and then it comes back, it's 26, then back up to 29 something. I'm just going, I don't know how I can emphasize this. You go to freedomsphoenix.com and you see the most important day in America in 50 years. Click on that, watch the video. I mean, it's a long video that Porter did, but it's, just history, why they're thinking the way they are. How are they able to make a lot of money? Maintain and enhance their portfolio during these kind of times, because a lot of the people that I know that have resources, people that are, supportive, people that, Ernie, what the hell are you doing still in the United States of America? These people, a lot of them made their money when this happened in the late 70s and early 80s. If you know what's coming, well, you know what stocks to sell short. You know what commodities to buy long. You know what's high and low and what to look at. And certainly these people do, and they're sharing it for free. And then they got subscriptions to different newsletters you want to continue and whatever. But what I've got over the past month, I got on their list. I just jacked it. Put it up and send it to you and say, look at what they've been saying over the last month. If you did what they were saying just in the last month, how much money would you have made or at least retained? You don't think it's important? You will. You so freaking will. And if you don't have a lot of resources, you better be buying beans and rice. Food. And then to protect it by hiding it, putting it in a safe, I don't know, guns, ammo, whatever it takes, to be secure for your family, because then you're going to be dependent. You're going to come knocking on Ernie's door. Hey, Ernie, can I have? No. Guess what? You're behind the line after my kids and grandkids. Get it? So what am I supposed to do? I share this with you, and I'm dead serious. This is going to get really bad really fast. Portugal debt is not being accepted by Swiss banks anymore. That's going to be a cascading effect. You watch. And then it's going to be Spain and Italy. And so it's, we got to have the world, though. We're going to have bank holiday. They don't even know. The banks are still... Just some of the articles in Freedom's Phoenix. Jack Gregson does a great job keeping you informed of what's going on. Are you paying attention? What he's saying is the banks are still showing accrued interest on bad mortgages. They got a loan out there on their bank, but nobody's paying their payments, their mortgage payments, but they're still showing the accrued interest on that mortgage as an asset, as an increasing asset. Look, man, we're doing fine. We're good. Look at all this money that we're making, all that's due us that nobody's going to pay. And it keeps going up, because of the interest that they're compiling and showing it as an asset. Someday that's going to go away. Someday it's going to be shown for what it really is. Someday. What legislation they pass? They'll just pass something. Yeah, probably. And any and everything that they do will devalue the dollars that you have accumulated in whatever. If you got stuff denominated in U.S. dollars, you're done. It's already been happening over the past year. Get out of the U.S. How much of a genius do I got to be to know that? I'm not. I don't. It's just duh stuff. Duh. So when this happens, and it's had friends, people that I know, I'm close to smart people, people you think would know better. They're like, well, because they're a little bit more educated, people, and you know who you are, a little more educated. They know what's going on. They go, yeah, well, I thought I had more time. It would have been, I'm right, I should have, but I thought that there was going to be more. And I watched Fox News or something. Whatever it was that prevented them from pulling the trigger. Yeah, but I could have lost stuff. The stock market's up 11,700 and something now. So, an inflated dollar, what does that really mean? Even just the past few years. What's it really at after you take out inflation? So do whatever you're going to do. I just want to make sure that you understand this. I did everything I could to warn you what was coming. How much of an obligation do I have? When you come knocking, Ernie, I need help. What did I tell you I was doing? I'm helping myself and my family, my friends. You're lucky, I'm sure. I'm opening up my life to you. I tell you everything goes on, all the parties we have. Here's my address. We're moving over here. We're getting ready for that. We're doing this. These are the kind of things that I share with you because, I love humanity. I want to make sure that we all survive this thing. I don't get any pleasure in saying I told you so. Matter of fact, I get angry. I said, why do I even have to tell you I told you so? This is, and I'm loading up the Meredith Whitney piece here. Because I want you to understand how bad this really is. There is no stopping it. And anything they do to stop it is just going to make it worse. Well, it's a lot worse. This shooting thing in Tucson, man, it's just, the timing, it's just, ew. You don't know what they have planned and how this is going to affect anything and why they're going to whatever. I'm so concerned that we're going to be in a position that we can't fix. I think we're already there. Now let's go ahead and play this. I want to make sure we share this with you. Pull this up. All right, go for it.
Let's get some parting shots from our guest host, Meredith Whitney, the founder and CEO of Meredith Whitney Advisory Group. Meredith, we've had some people who have been writing in today, and some of the guys who are with you 100% on this are in the bond pits. Kevin Ferry, who wrote in that, yes, one of the huge problems he sees out there are the rescheduling, which essentially is a default, even though Moody's doesn't count this as a default. He says that you are looking at something, no one's even asking for the money, it's gone, not even a complaint, and this can't continue. I guess the point is,
yes, I agree, right?
The bond market vigilantes, those are the people who could change all of this and who could say, look, we see what's happening out there. We're not going to allow it to continue. Rates start to skyrocket, and that could be what eventually kind of catches this and makes it come home to roost.
Well, I think you're already seeing that in the municipal space. So spreads have widened, continue to widen. You've seen outflows from muni bond funds, and that will, I think...
Get it? We're going to get into it and play the rest of it when we come back because you've already starting to see it. The municipal bond, she predicted this in 60 Minutes, what I've been talking about, and she predicted the housing thing. Gerald Celente predicted stuff. Peter Schiff predicted stuff. They're always laughing at you. La, 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 right up until they're not. And where do you wind up? Poorer? Don't get poorer. We'll finish this when we come back.
This is Ernest Hancock. I'm publisher of freedomsphoenix.com and the radio talk show host of Declare Your Independence. Now, I want to give you my personal endorsement of a wealthy U.S. citizen that is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He's produced a video for you. It's a real eye-opener, and I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to watch it. www.endofamerica, the numbers 1 and 7.com. endofamerica17.com. This video has the history of how we got where we are now and where we're going and why. Now, it's a lengthy video. It'll be about 20 minutes, but you need to watch this so you understand what's going to happen to this country and how you can protect your wealth and even benefit financially. Now, you go there. It's free. I want you to watch this video. You need to have this information so that you can survive the economic collapse that's coming to America. It's not if, it's when. That's endofamerica, the numbers 1 and 7.com. After you watch it, you'll understand why I endorse it.